Hi everybody, this is Ryan Kircher, Senior Additive Manufacturing Engineer with RMS Company. I'm in one of our additive manufacturing rooms with the Operations Manager Josh Starr. Josh, can you talk a little bit about the logistics required to keep these systems running as much as possible?
Yeah, that can be quite complicated. Early on with a few systems, it's fairly easy, but when you get more and more systems, what we found out is the logistics are complicated. You need to have a really good team that can put together a really good plan while the machines are running. That way when they're offline, you can get them back up online as quickly as possible. So what you do is you populate a build plate with a variety of parts or implants, and what that allows you to do is run these machines for 1 to 2 to 3 days. But there's a lot of other activities in the background. You have to build the files, you have to schedule, you have to plan for events that happen when the machines are down, preventative maintenance, sieving, powder management, all that comes into play.
So what kind of activities are necessary when to turn a printer around? So once it's done printing, what does an operator need to do to start the next job?
Those activities can vary. It depends on the situation and how much powder we need to manage. We may need to pull powder out and reblend it. We may need to do some preventative maintenance activities, or we may need to do some routine daily maintenance.
And how long do those activities typically take?
They could take anywhere from a half an hour to 2 hours.
Can you talk a little bit about the logistics that are necessary for running a team of operators for these systems?
Sure. So it takes a very well-versed team. This team needs to know and understand the AM equipment as well as the equipment we use for part removal. So there's a lot of activities that go in and outside of this room, and what we've learned is having the first shift, the second shift, the third shift, and the fourth shift. They're extremely crucial, and everybody needs to be very well cross-trained in order for this to be successful.
What's the next step after you guys are done printing your parts? You take the parts out of one of these systems. What are the next steps?
Yeah, so there's some paperwork processing, and then we take it out to our AM cut 500s, and that's where we remove the parts from the build plate. Traditionally, EDMs will cut parts in a vertical direction, and what that does is it allows parts to make contact with each other, giving a short feed. Well, the AM cut really changed the industry a little bit, because that will flip the entire build plate 180 degrees and allow us to cut those parts off and fall in a basket.
Are there any other advantages to the AM Cut 500?
Yes, it's much faster. It's anywhere from 4 to 6 times faster, and we don't lose parts. We have better quality control, and it's just better for throughput altogether.
Thank you for taking the time to show us one of the additive manufacturing rooms here at RMS. Stay tuned for the next episode in our AM video series.